Sometimes there's a delay. Okay. Welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I'm Michael Pinter. I teach you how to start flipping and wholesaling houses in New York, or if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. Now, question I got is what to look for on an investment property. That is a very broad question, right? It really depends what type of investment property you're looking for. Depends where. I'm going to try and go through it, and at the end, I'm going to sort of give you a really important nugget that most people don't know about buying an investment property. Now, a couple of things. So the question is, now I am a short-term investor, right? I buy properties. Sometimes I go into contract on property. Sometimes I'll just assign the contract. That's wholesaling. Sometimes I'll close on it and wholesale it, do minimal work to it and sell it. Sometimes I'll do massive renovations and flip it or renovate it, rehab it, that kind of thing. Now, obviously what I'm looking for in investment property is different than if you're a buy and hold investor. A lot of people think of an investment property as something they want to hold and they want to rent out, right? And a couple things I got to talk about. So first of all, I want to make this very clear. We have been in an upmarket now for about 13 years, almost 14 years. And really the bottom, I think, was 2008, 2007. And people look at properties and say, wow, if I just would have bought a property then, I'd have so much in equity. Understand the markets are 100% cyclical. So if you're buying something and saying, well, I don't care if I have any cash flow in it because I know I'm going to get appreciation, be very careful, because it would not surprise me if in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, any property you buy today will be worth less. That's my one caveat. But what to look for in an investment property. So first, let's talk about buying some on buy and hold. On a buy and hold, what's important, and I'm going to get to the end, really the most important thing, but what you're looking for is to be significantly cash flow positive. So it's very hard in my area to be cash flow positive on any single families, but multifamilies can be. So 2, 3 units, that'll usually make it work. You need to be significantly. Now, the significantly is a complicated term, not simple. But if you're not cash flow positive by at least $1,000 to $2,000 a month, you've got to understand that you're basically just holding a savings account for the next capital improvement or repair. So there are people telling me, well, I'm $100 cash flow positive. That's great. $1,200 really doesn't buy jack crap. Okay, so if the roof leaks, that $1,200 is gone. Now, if it's $1,000 a month, $12,000, you can pay for a new roof. You can pay for a new boiler. You can replace appliances that break, right? These things don't last. It's just a fact, right? And you've got to understand that tenants do not treat properties the same way you would. So there's going to be more wear and tear. So when a tenant leaves, you're going to probably have to fix holes in the wall. And you're going to have to paint. And you're going to have to undo crap that was done. I mean, I can't tell you the crap I've seen on some of the investment properties I have. So you need to be significantly cash flow positive so that you can afford those things. Because otherwise, I can't tell you how many people I know bought property, were minimally cash flow positive, and just watch that money go down to the point where they're cash flow negative, right? Roof starts leaking, they need a roof repair, it's $8,000, a roof replacement. All the money they made for 5 years is gone. So you need to be significantly cash flow positive. You want to see that the main components of a buy and hold property are in good shape. So you'd like a roof that was done in the last 20 years. 20 years is pretty new for a roof. You would like the electrical and plumbing system to be updated within the last 30 years, right? So what to look for in electrical, you don't want to see fuses, right? I've bought properties with fuse boxes, that has to be replaced. Plumbing, hopefully there's PVC there, that's the white plastic and not galvanized steel, because that stuff corrodes and eventually needs to be replaced. That's what you want to see, right? If you're in an area with a septic tank, you want to see that the septic tank was replaced or serviced recently. These are major cost holes that are going to come into effect if you're not careful, right? Those are really the main things. The other things, cosmetics, are not expensive, not a big deal, right? Kitchens, you don't need to have a great kitchen in an investment property, right? People that are renting, would they like granite and new cabinets? Of course. Would they like stainless steel appliances? Of course. But they will probably still move in without it. So, and bathrooms also. Would you like brand new tiled bathrooms, floor to ceiling? Of course. But a lot of these people will come into an investment property and say, if the bathroom isn't new, it's okay. I'm not buying it. I'm just living in it. Now, if you're buying an investment property for a short term like me, then the main thing is really only 2 numbers that matter, right? The ARV, the after repaired value, well, 3 numbers. After repaired as is value, if you're going to wholesale it, and the repair estimate, how much work needs to be done to make it get to the ARV. or how much work does it need to be done to get to a wholesale situation. So again, wholesaling, where you buy a property, do minimal work to it, and put it out, only works if the property, you know, is mortgageable. If an end user can get a mortgage on it, so it has to. Things have to work. There can't be a hole in the roof. The appliances have to work. The kitchen, bathrooms have to work. Can't be a vacant bank-owned property that was winterized 12 years ago. Right? I buy those sometimes, and that's not good. So that's what you need for a wholesale situation. So the main factor, and really this is the truth is, here's the main factor for every investment property, is you need to buy it at a significant discount, right? People come into my office all the time and they say, I found this great deal. It's a buy and hold in Queens. It's really worth $450. I can buy it for $420. I go, that's not a good deal. They go, why? It's $30,000 of equity. And I say, because you're never going to get your cash out. So on a buy and hold property, if you're buying it close to the real value, you've got to understand you're going to put down, I'm just throwing a number, 20, 30%, and mortgage the rest. You're never going to get that money back. So how are you going to do this again? Right? You have to buy it at like 70% of the value, so that maybe you repair it, stabilize it, get tenants in there, and then it appraises for 30% more, and then you can get all your money back, so you can do it again. The idea that you're going to throw your money, right, all your hard-earned savings into one investment property and let it sit there is ridiculous. That's not how it works. You got to be able to do it again. What happens if you find a much better deal the day after you close on this, right? And you have not the day after, 2 months after you close on this. That's not good. So you need to be able to do this again. And obviously, if you're going to flip a property, you need to buy it at a significant discount. First of all, for wholesaling, for sure, for obvious reasons, because you're selling it to another cash buying rehabber. But even if you're rehabbing, you need to buy it at a significant discount, because there are so many soft costs, especially in New York: closing costs, holding costs, interest costs, closing costs on the sale. You got to figure those in, and you want to make a profit, right? You're not doing this for fun. You're doing this for profit. So you got to buy it. The general rules, and these aren't just guidelines. I try to buy properties around 70% of ARV minus repairs, and I try and sell them to other rehabbers at 80% of ARV minus repairs. But that's because in New York, the numbers are really big, right? My average ARV is around 500. So 20% of ARV is $100,000 off. So I'm trying to get it at $400,000 minus repairs. That $100,000, will cover soft costs and profit for a lot of the people I sell to. If you're in Texas or some part of this country where you're selling things for $100,000, then yeah, a rehabber may only buy it at 70% minus repairs, because you're dealing with $100,000 ARV, $150,000 ARV. 30% of that is $45,000 or $30,000. But in New York, bigger numbers, rehabbers have a little more room to buy. So those are that's really the most important thing. So if you find an investment property at 10% less than what you think it's worth, that is not a deal that you want to do. I don't think it is. Because you're going to stick your money there, you're never getting your money out, right? And remember, appreciation is not guaranteed. I would say between now and the next 5 years, I'd be shocked if we didn't see depreciation in real estate. I hope some part of me thinks I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I think at some point the market has to go down. It's just a cyclical market. It always works that way. So don't think if you're buying at a tiny discount that it's a good deal, because you need to buy it at enough of a discount that you can refinance and get your money out so that you can do it again. Very, very important. And very important on a buy and hold, you need to be significantly cash flow positive. The idea that you're minimally cash flow positive is just asking for trouble, because it's so easy to be cash flow negative, right? Even if you're $500 a month cash flow positive, $6,000 a year does not replace a roof. It does not make a major repair, and those things will happen. I promise you, if you have tenants there, they will not treat your property right, even good tenants. That's just a fact. So you're going to need a new hot water heater, and that's $2,000. You're going to need a new boiler, and that's $5,000. You're going to need a roof. These things just come up, right? And when somebody leaves, you're going to need to fix the place up because it's not going to look great, right? You're going to need new ovens. I'm constantly replacing ovens, and the price of appliances went crazy lately. Like $600 to buy an oven lately. It's nuts. So those are really things you need to look for in an investment property. You need, if it's a buy and hold. So in both cases, you need to be you need a significant discount. Significant, 30% off of what it's worth, that kind of thing. And if it's a buy and hold, you need to be significantly cash flow positive. It's a little bit of a hazy term, but that is what I would look for in an investment property. Now, I hope this was helpful. If you want other ways I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you are interested in my course that teaches how to do this, go to howtoflipnewyorkcourse.com. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, go to coaching.howtoflipnewyork.com. So I hope this is helpful. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Whatever platform you're watching on, please give me a thumbs up. The likes really help me. Please keep the comments coming. I go live 5 times a week. Sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm going to say. So the comments give me ideas for new videos. So if there's no bad comments, you can write a comment. If it's a simple answer, I'll reply with an answer. If it's a topic that I've dealt with recently or in depth, I'll send you links to the videos. If it's a new topic or something I haven't covered in a while, I will do a video on it. Thank you very, very, very much for watching.